a fee rather, for their winger Raheem Sterling. Let's read it. They've honestly tweeted Chelsea reached total agreement with Manchester City to sign Raheem Sterling in a deal worth £50 million. The 27-year-old winger to join Chelsea on 5-year deal plus 1-year extension optional. Chelsea working through the logistics of organizing medical in London, and if all goes to plan, he will join them on the US tour. Fantastic news for Chelsea fans. We know since the takeover or a sale of Chelsea, a lot of them have said kind of doubt what's Chelsea going to look like. Even though I understand that the mainstream media have been very generous to Chelsea, we know they sold Rudiger, so he left on a free. Christensen left on a free.
2-2. And Ronaldo.
Hi guys, welcome to Soccer Staples. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn the notification bell on. Like I said, if you're new and you're going to like and you love the content, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn the notification bell. It doesn't take you more than 2 seconds to get all this done. So today we're going to be talking about Chelsea. Finally, after weeks and months of links, have finally made a signing. Like I said, Chelsea have finally made a signing. We know after Chelsea was Abramovich sold Chelsea to Todd Boehly, there's several links to Rafinha, Raheem Sterling, Nathan Ake, all kinds of links. They even agreed in principle a fee for Rafinha with Leeds, but unfortunately Rafinha tried to friend zone Chelsea and he wants a move to just Barcelona. And we don't rival fans are they're going to turn Chelsea. We're going to banter them. It's part of the game. You have to take it on the chin, right? It's part of the game. Banter is part of the game from all these fan camps or all these content creators. So Chelsea have to take it. Just the way they give it to Arsenal fans, I'm an Arsenal fan, and they give it to Manchester United fans. This banter go like a merry-go-round. So finally, like I said, Chelsea have decided to sign a player. So a few minutes ago, Chelsea finally agreed a fee with Manchester City for their winger Raheem Sterling. Like I said, Chelsea finally agreed a fee rather, for their winger Raheem Sterling. Let's read it. They've honestly tweeted Chelsea reached total agreement with Manchester City to sign Raheem Sterling in a deal worth £50 million. The 27-year-old winger to join Chelsea on 5-year deal plus 1-year extension optional. Chelsea working through the logistics of organizing medical in London, and if all goes to plan, he will join them on the US tour. Fantastic news for Chelsea fans. We know since the takeover or a sale of Chelsea, a lot of them have said kind of doubt what's Chelsea going to look like. Even though I understand that the mainstream media have been very generous to Chelsea, we know they sold Rudiger, so he left on a free. Christensen left on a free. Alonso wants to leave the club. There are a lot of exodus from the club, but not enough incoming. A lot of outgoing, not a lot of incoming. Let's look at their midfield. Kovacic, a fantastic midfield in my opinion. I'll take him as an Arsenal fan, but we know the legs are running a bit lazy. We know Kante had a lot of injuries last season. They need a reinforcement to help Kante. They need reinforcement for Jorginho, even though Jorginho divides opinion among Chelsea fans. Some Chelsea fans think he's good enough, while other Chelsea fans think that he is not just good enough for the team. But that's a debate for Chelsea fans, right? So we know they need a lot of reinforcement. Lukaku, they bought in last season, was supposed to be their marquee player to help them score a lot of goals. Decided he wanted to leave. That was in love with his ex. He was in love with his ex team, Inter Milan. He wanted to go back to Inter Milan, and he has got his move. We know Todd Boehly has fired those that have brought a lot of players to Chelsea under the regime of Abramovich. Since Abramovich sold the club, Todd Boehly came in. He decided to get rid of major stakeholders at Chelsea, and he is doing all the major work. Maybe he will decide to hire new transfer committee members or bring in new executives. But for now, he and Tuchel are doing all the running of the club by themselves. I think owners should be owners, in my opinion, and they should delegate certain duties to other members of their team. But for now, he has decided not to create a team. He wants to run the club. Todd Boehly wants to run the club by himself. Good luck to him on that. Let's see how far he can go doing it by himself. Let's see. It might be a success. It might be a failure. The jury is out. So let's see how it's going to turn out. The major news right now is that Chelsea finally have agreed a fee for Raheem Sterling in excess of £50 million. And Raheem Sterling is going to be joining up with Chelsea. He's going to run his medical very soon, and let's see how that is going, how far that is going to go. So Raheem Sterling, let's talk about Raheem Sterling. A good player, top player in my opinion. I won't consider him world class yet. I think he's a top player, but I will reserve that world class tag for other players. I don't think he's world class. Like I said, he's a very good player. He will come to Chelsea, add some goals. I think he walks into Chelsea starting 11 because majority of their wingers are not playing as much as we try to hype them, right? ZH came in, a little of fanfare, but unfortunately, he didn't hit those heights that he had with Ajax. So, and he's hungry for a move to go to AC Milan. Timo Werner came in, highly rated from Germany. Unfortunately, even though he has some good games, he's a bit hot and cold. His output and goals are not just up there. Kai Havertz, who leads the line in the absence of Lukaku, a bit hot and cold, is one of their best signings, but he hasn't hit that premium or that height yet. So Chelsea are struggling in terms of attack. They didn't score enough goals last season, even though they made the final of the FA Cup and they lost it. They made the final of the Carling Cup and they lost it to Liverpool. But unfortunately, the attack has been blocked for Chelsea. So let's see how far the sign of Sterling can help reignite the attack of Chelsea. Like I said, I don't think Raheem Sterling will be only Raheem Sterling will do justice to what Chelsea are trying to do. But let's see how far. In my opinion, it's a good signing. I won't call him a marquee signing. Yes, yeah, don't crucify me. Just my opinion. And if you disagree, leave in the comment section. You can leave your opinion. My opinion that Raheem Sterling is a top player, is a good addition to Chelsea, but I don't see him solving the attacking problem of Chelsea. I do not see it that way. I do not. I might be wrong, but the jury is still out. We know at Manchester City, I think 3 or 4 years ago, he scored about 20 goals. The last 2 seasons, he hasn't hit those heights. His game time has been reduced, to be fair to him. We know Manchester City are stuck with a lot of quality players. So I will not blame him solely for that. But like I said, the jury is still out, and let's see what he's going to do with Chelsea. Like I said, after all the links to several players, Chelsea finally have actually gotten a player on the books. No more sneaky links that we've been hearing. Oh, they are linked to this, they are linked to that. Finally, Chelsea have gotten a player through the door. The news was also confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Let's see what Fabrizio had to say about it. According to Fabrizio Romano, right? Raheem Sterling to Chelsea. Here we go. That is done. Final approval arrived from Manchester City. £45 million plus 10 million add-on fair. Personal terms agreed days ago. It was never an issue. It is done. Contract till 2027 plus option of a further year. Tuchel already in direct conversation with him. That's good for Chelsea. Good for Chelsea. I know a lot of Chelsea fans are going to be ecstatic. Good news for Chelsea. Guys, what do you think about this signing? Do you think this is a fantastic signing for Chelsea? Do you think it's an underwhelming signing for Chelsea? Or do you think it's an overwhelming signing for Chelsea? Leave it in the comment section. Let me know your opinion on this signing. Like I said, guys, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video. It doesn't take more than a second or two to like the video. Subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell. Guys, do not forget, once again, I'm reiterating it. It's a new channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
2-2.